Good morning. Welcome back to our channel. We're continuing on with the backyard garden. These here are my 4 green stalks that I haven't had very long. The one with the strawberries was my first one, and I've had it since May. And the strawberries are living and actually thriving. I'm surprised I've been able to keep it alive because I don't have a green thumb, but I've kind of grown attached to these green stalks now, and I think I like them, especially because I'm seeing things grow. So let's get this garden tour started. Keep in mind, everything that is planted, we've never planted before. So if I get a little excited, it's okay. It's okay. I'm getting ready to put in all 4 of the green stalks. Get ready to mix up some of this to put on it. And I think I might do the spaghetti squash that, again, I've never planted. I might put some on them because one of the leaves is looking a little yellow. But these here are all the volunteer tomato plants that are coming up. Do I need them? Nope, I don't. I don't know why I decided to put them in here. I want to share them. I'm getting ready to see if anybody on the Facebook garden page that I'm on, see if any of them want them. I think most of them are cherry tomatoes, so it's kind of hard to tell, you know, being that they were all volunteers and we had them kind of mixed up. But last week I had to replant some of the seeds because some of them didn't germinate. Well, a lot of those are starting to come up now. Tell you, these carrots are looking so good. Now, I did plant 3 seeds in each one. So that one only has the 1, and that one only has the 1. But that one's got the 3, that one's got 3, and that one's got 3. So these are the big ones, and these are the smaller ones. And then here I've got mustard, and I had to replant some of those. I'm gonna have to thin that one out. I think it's got too many. Got little seed happy there. And these here, we've got broccoli. I think I might have to thin that out because it seems like it was only 1 per pocket, and I've got 3 of them. And then down here, got more broccoli. But everything seems to be coming up. Coming up really well. Uh-oh. We got a struggling carrot there. But they're all looking good. On this one, we're most proud of the basil. What is that? This is the sweet basil. I know there's different kinds. I'm still learning about those. But, this here, I only planted 3 of them. And up here I've got different leafy ones. Now this is bok choy. I know nothing about bok choy. I think I need to do a little bit of reading, see if I need to thin them out. All of these were in this 1 pocket, so I put 2 there because the 2 that I had there died. So, and over here got a cherry radish here, and those I had to replant seeds last week and look at them. And then we've got some romaine, got some more over here, and then down here's got Swiss chard. I had to replant those. You see they're starting to come up, which is great. Great. I like seeing those. And then I got everything all mixed up in here. There's more Swiss chard. And down here, That spearmint still isn't coming up. Well, that's cauliflower there. It didn't come up. This one, oh, that's that Napa cabbage. That's coming up. This one died. And this is a Napa cabbage. So we'll see what that does. I've had spearmint and oregano down here. See a little green, couple little green dots there. Oh, and there's one there. So that might be the oregano coming up. I hope so. That's more romaine. That's these. See, I think something ate the tops of those because they were coming up good. Squeeze in here. Definitely need more room. But these are all lettuce, so I've got the lettuce. I had to replant those. I guess they're still not coming up. And these are more lettuce that I replanted. That one still hasn't come up. He's coming up. Oh, we got two of them in there. And we got some there. But I've got chives. Look at those chives. And I had a couple of them in here too. I only planted 2 pockets of those. So yeah, I went seed happy buying in the spring when Botanical Seed Company was having a big sale, and I said, oh, I want to grow this, 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 and this. Well, here we are. So, but all in all, I think they are looking great. Like I said, just gotta put some fertilizer to them and go from there. And since I have read that the dill will take over your green stalks and stuff, I planted them in this container, and I did a row, and they all seem to be coming up, looking good. I need to see if I need to separate those. I'm not sure if I do or not. So this is one of the volunteer tomatoes. Sorry about the sun here, getting shadows. Another volunteer there. Had the bluebird couple come and stay for almost an hour right about the time I was getting ready to video, checking out the birdhouse again. That's another volunteer. And then all of these are volunteers. Got all of them. And they seem to be looking good. Because I need more tomatoes. I've got so many jars in the house. See, if anybody knows why this bell pepper only produces blooms and no bell peppers, please leave them in the comments. I can't seem to find the answer. I don't know why. But this one, I've been picking them off. I got a pine tree above, so he's getting pine needles all over him. Guess I need to pick him. He's getting pretty ripe. But they're not getting very big. There's a little one. And got some more in here. I mean, this one has been producing. Not very big ones, but it's been producing. So I'm not sure what the problem is with that one. I don't know. Mr. Bottle Brush is looking fantastic. And I say that because see how we had to cut it down? I've got 2 of these, and they were both, shoot, at least 6 or 7 feet tall. And then the weekend before Christmas, we had a very hard freeze for like 4 days straight, and it killed it, and I thought it killed it down, so we just trimmed it down. And people were saying just keep an eye on the bottom, see if any green comes up. Well, it did. So now it's the tallest. It's pushing 5 feet tall right now for the longest one. So I'm gonna try my best to protect it. This one, if we have numerous days that are freezing. These zinnias right here, are the ones that were over there that were growing outside. I'll show you when I get over. That pink honeysuckle, I can't wait to see it in the spring. It has the prettiest pink honeysuckles, and the smell is just gorgeous. Now these here, I just finished watering, so some leaves are kind of down. All of these zinnias, all of those over there. This was my original zinnia mess, you could say. They started popping up all around the outside, and me being me, you hear that woodpecker? He's right there. There he goes. I decided to carefully take them up and replant on there, and even over here. And they seem to be doing well. The ones back here, I just took some of the petals and dropped them. And it's got such pretty flowers. We've got all sorts of them. Speaking of birds, this is the birdhouse that the bluebirds were checking out. It's brand new. I'm gonna get a camera to put in right there so I can see the babies and stuff in there, make sure they're okay. So, such good workmanship on that. I love that. We have all of these bird feeders, and I've got different things and different ones. And so with the birds migrating south, I've got a app. It's a free app. I highly recommend everybody getting it. It's called Merlin. It's by the Cornell Labs. And I'll just set it up on the back porch right there along the screen, and see what birds it picks up. And it's been picking up birds that are not common around here. And there it is again. I'm surprised he's come down. Anyway, it picked up a northern flicker, and we had pulled it up online, because that's what we've been doing. If we're not familiar with the birds, we've been pulling them up online and seeing what they are. Well, a northern flicker came today and landed on the bird bath, and then was on the ground walking around. And then it also had picked up a gray catbird, which, like I say, neither one of them are common around here. And it was on the bird bath. And I thought I heard it the other day. I heard it make, because it actually does make a cat sound. And I heard what was a cat sound, and my girl was laying right beside me, so I know it wasn't her. And we have been getting a stray, but it wasn't the stray. And so I imagine it was a catbird, and it does sound like a cat. I was amazed. I was like, you really do sound like a kitty. Well, there's the other bottle brush that we had to cut back, and this one was struggling for a long time, but it's starting to come back. So, and this is a mess. But what I've been doing with, like, my zinnias, and even this one, like, this one had a real pretty yellow flower on it, similar to that. And so once the flower dies, I've been cutting the tops of them off, and I'm starting to put them in a bag to save for next spring, so I can just sprinkle the petals and seeds around. And it seems to be working with the zinnias, so I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work with anything else. And that's what the woodpecker's after. All kinds of peanuts. And this here is volunteer. So is that one. Some of the others I have pulled up. These are producing. This one here, a while back, probably, I don't know, in the summer, it was a sucker from the plant that I had there. They are not scared of me at all. I could be here watering plants and they still come to the feeders. I do have a chickadee box over there. And had my first ones build a nest in there. So I'm curious to see if they do it again this spring. I just love them. They're so cute. And the fact that they're not scared of me is crazy. Anyway, back to this one. So I took the sucker off and I just put it in the ground. And now he's taller than me. And we've been getting, it's doing the cherry tomatoes. Seem like I got an abundance of those. So, and then these here were some volunteers. That one, I had another one there and it died. So I planted that one and now that one died. Now I'm kind of wondering if maybe something's going on in the soil right there. So I might just not pull that one up and not plant any more in that space and try to figure out what's going on with it. Those right there, that right there, I had a little cherry tomato, and I said I'm just gonna put it just barely under the ground and cover it up and see if any of the volunteers will come up, and they have. So I've just been letting them stay there. I will pull them up because that's too many in one place. We are getting cherry tomatoes. So far, the squirrel that has been, better not say that too loud. He might come around, but he hasn't been around. Maybe he's decided to go somewhere and he's tired of me chasing him away. Here, I've got zucchini. This one, I believe, is one of the Space Maker cucumbers. And got some more volunteers coming up. And that's zucchini. One thing I noticed when I was watering, we got blooms on the cucumbers. So that's exciting. But yeah, I've got all the Space Maker cucumbers over here. Look at that mums. They're so pretty. I put one there and one there to try to attract bees. So, but yeah, I was surprised to see the bloom. Looks like we might get some more. But they're starting to crawl up. I don't see any on those yet. They're all looking good. That mum there has actually got some red ones coming up on it. Not sure what's going on with that. That's the first I've seen that happening. Of course, I'm not familiar with mums, so maybe it's common. And all of these, let's see if I can get it where I'm not in the shade, in the shadow. All of these are volunteers. I did kind of clean this one out and just kept the one, oh, there's a volunteer right there. And there's more back there popping up. But I'm certain they're probably all cherries also. And these zinnias here, Greg did, uh-oh, what is that? Oh my, what are those? That's new. Haven't seen those. Looks like spiders. I don't like spiders. Those kind anyway, I think those are bad. Oh my gosh, they're all over it. He did spray neem oil, trying to kill the fungus on these zinnias. These are zinnias that I just dropped seeds on. And look at the blooms. They're so pretty. Gotta get those spiders though. Not a fan of those. But all of those will just drop seeds. This one is, I'm surprised it's still alive. but it keeps growing. See, it's getting ready to bloom there. This is the fancy zinnias. The hummingbirds seem to really love these this summer. See, can't pull them up because they're still blooming, but they look rough. I keep trimming them back, and it's all off of that one stem there. More zinnias that I just dropped seeds. So, but unless this is starting to come by, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Might be something I had in there before. He's coming back, but I like these flowers. They're so pretty. Well, I guess I need to start putting some of the liquid fish in there and then find out where those spiders are. Oh, you know, I forgot to mention this. This was the volunteer sunflower that came up over in that raised bed where we had Sunny Jr. on the corner. I guess Greg dropped one of the sunflowers and it just decided to come up, so we planted over here and said, well, we'll see what it does. Gotta pick some jalapenos today. Not sure why they're turning yellow. The leaves are. Maybe it's that time of year. I don't know. We'll see. So, but all in all, everything is looking fantastic. Hopefully it continues to look that way. I think Greg said he's gonna kind of thin some of them out. I think like the collars, I think they're a little bit too close together. So try to do maybe every other one and try to move it around. Still got some room around the side of the shed to put them. So, yeah. Well, y'all have a good week. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see what next week will bring. Hopefully everything will be continuing to grow. Kind of getting excited about the fall garden. So we'll see you next Monday.